Sonic blasts onto PlayStation Portable with intense multiplayer action. Old friends become new enemies. Go fast, go hard, or go home. Sonic Rivals, only on PlayStation Portable, rated everyone.
You know, I always found it weird when people would try to sell multiplayer as a selling point on a handheld console. Not a lot of people I knew growing up went multiplayer with handheld games, especially on the PSP. Anyway, good evening, guys. Hope you're all having a good work week. Hope you all had a good work week. Welcome to the Game Reserve. My name is Jagger Newman. I'm the Warren in these parts. And tonight we're digging into another batch of Sonic Spinoffs, though this time it's not going to be a tremendous amount of games because there's only 2 games to cover. Tonight we're looking at the Sonic Rivals Duology. So, within the span of 2 years, Sonic had gone from a pillar of the video game industry to a complete and utter laughingstock with the 1-2 punch of Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic 06. Shadow the Hedgehog was like Sega throwing a great big roundhouse that had no chance of connecting, and Sonic 06 was a follow-up that also had no chance of connecting, but this time it was met with the swift counterpunch that basically put them on the mat. So yeah, Sonic was in a bad spot, and it's a shame too because there are plenty of other Sonic games coming out at the time, and not all of them were bad. Sonic Rush was pretty good. While it has its issues, Sonic Riders was decent as well. But when you have games this bad, you need to do better than okay. And that sort of didn't bode well for other games that were set to release in 2006. One of them being Sonic Rivals for the newly minted PlayStation Portable. And just the fact that it was on the PlayStation Portable sort of had the game in a bad spot because while the PlayStation Portable had a lot of hype and steam behind it, it never really amounted to much outside of, you know, just being a neat little piece of tech back in the day. However, Sonic Rivals would prove to be a critical and commercial success, and it would be followed by a sequel in 2008. But in the modern landscape of the series, not a lot of people know of this game, and that's probably because it was on the PSP. I don't know if you noticed, but the PlayStation Portable isn't really a brand anymore because, you know, it was just so far behind Nintendo in regards to handheld consoles. And even today, Nintendo still holds a monopoly on the handheld market, the Steam Deck be damned. Because of that, Sonic Rivals has become one of the more unknown games in the series. And I gotta be honest, I think it's one of the most underrated in the entire franchise. I obtained a PSP in 2010, I think it was. And one of the first games I ran down for it was Sonic Rivals. And to be honest, I wasn't expecting a whole lot from it. I honestly expected it to suck. But I was pleasantly surprised. It spent a good amount of rotation in my PSP in what little time I had the thing for. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited to show you guys this game. And without further ado, why don't we go ahead and get started on that. As for how I'm going to be playing this game, I'm going to be playing it via a PSP emulator. I don't own a PSP anymore, nor do I have either of the Sonic Rivals games anymore. So, and even if I did, it's not like I can record off a PSP anyway. Before we get into it, let me just do a sound check. Sonic Rivals games anymore. Yeah. Alright, let's do this. Of course, we're going to start with Sonic Rivals.
Sega.
Backbone Entertainment. Why does that sound familiar? Okay, so right off the bat, we got ourselves a sick as hell title screen. The graphic design is great. I love the colors. And the background image is great, like with the way it's shaking and the characters just popping up in frame. It kind of looks like they're moving at the speed of sound and you're just getting a quick snapshot of them. Also, great music as well. We're off to a really good start here. Head into single player, we'll do story. And right away we got one of the major problems with Sonic Rivals, and that's the character roster. As you can see, you only got 4 characters: Sonic, Knuckles, Shadow, and Silver. Later on, you can unlock Metal Sonic in, the secondary modes. Like, you can see he shows up here in challenge mode, but he doesn't get his own story mode or anything. Honestly, it's a little sparse, and when Sonic Rivals was first announced, I actually remember it just being Sonic, Knuckles, and Shadow, with Silver being revealed later on. So, Sega wasn't doing a very good job building it up initially. I would have added a few more characters, maybe Jet the Hawk, Blaze the Cat, maybe Mighty as well. Just some more characters to round out the roster, but we're of course going to be Sonic. Alright, Eggman, what are you up to this time? Oh, he's kidnapped Damien Tails again. Oh wait, he's turned them into cards? And evidently the Master Emerald as well. You know, Eggman, a camera that can turn anything you take a picture of into cards, that sounds really overpowered, and you got Sonic and Knuckles, your 2 most powerful enemies, standing right there. Don't you think it might be wise to snap a picture of them and then put those cards through a shredder? But no, you're going to antagonize them. I've always said that Eggman is a man who is prone to gross miscalculation, but that's just sheer stupidity, dude. Hey, guys, Sonic, Knuckles, I love you fellas, but Tails and Amy are in danger. Let's work together. Boogada, 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 boys! Let's go racing! Alright, so starting things off, we're going to talk about the controls. And yeah, this actually feels pretty good. Movement feels pretty responsive, jumping is good. Play control is nice. Yeah, this actually feels really good. And in fact, I really like the idea behind Sonic Rivals. This was before retro gaming became a big deal in gaming. Before New Super Mario Bros. And, Mega Man 9 came out. So, doing retro games themed after old games wasn't really popular yet. So I like the idea of a 2.5D Sonic game. A game that's 2D but made with 3D graphics. It's a good way to get the classic 2D gameplay in there while also maintaining the cutting-edge 3D graphics that people want to see. It's also pretty well done here too. As you can see, they're having fun with the camera angles. And though the camera does move a little bit, not always looking at the characters from a strictly side perspective, it does a really good job keeping the camera in a spot where you can clearly see what you're doing. Not to mention the fact that these graphics are pretty damn spectacular for a handheld, aren't they? The PSP was certainly rocking that power, it's just, it had so many other issues. It was too expensive, it was actually a CD-based console for a handheld, which was a little oddball. Meant that it was a little unreliable. There's just a lot working against the PSP. They basically made all the same mistakes that Sega did with the Sega Game Gear. But yeah, so far this is a lot of fun. They could have sold me on just a straight 2.5D platformer, but for whatever reason they decided they wanted to make it a racing game. So the other part of the formula here is, the actual racing. So in every level you're racing one of Sonic's rivals to the finish in a foot race. I actually don't mind that premise per se. I actually think that's a better idea for a rival battle than like what they did in Sonic Adventure 2. But at the same time, I also don't see the point of it, especially considering narratively, all these characters should be working together, not necessarily, trying to hinder each other like this. The benefit of it, though, is that it gives the game a really frantic pace to it. You're constantly trying to stay on the move so you can stay ahead of your rival, in addition to trying to stay on the track, so... yeah, not bad in the slightest. Also, a lot of ways you can interact with your rival as well. You, of course, got Mario Kart-esque items, like a fireball projectile, a shield, and special moves for each character. Like Sonic, you've seen me do it a couple of times. He's got a speed boost. Knuckles has a ground pound, which can stun the opponent for a second. Shadow can do chaos control, which slows an enemy down, and Silver can scramble his opponent's controls for a little bit. What I like about the items here is that they change depending on what your position is. So, say I got the firepower right now, I use it now because I'm in the lead. It works as a fire shield, but if I'm behind, it'll be a fire projectile, like this right here. They probably realized they could get away with that, considering that you're racing one-on-one. If you're behind your opponent, you can also do a melee attack to sort of jostle them out of the way. You can home and attack them. Yeah, it's just a really fun gameplay premise. It is a little disappointing that you can only play this in single player now. And like I said, I didn't know very many people who had a PSP back in the day, let alone Sonic Riders, so I never had a chance to play this in multiplayer. I really wish that Sega would release this in like a collection or something, because, I would like that opportunity to play this in multiplayer, play it with the MLG Panda. Didn't I already win a contest here? Yeah, Sonic does have a point. Yeah, so we still have boss fights as well. Basically what it is just first person to 6 hits wins. Though I guarantee it's going to be you, because the computer player is a little dumb in these sections. And it's just another example of, the game clearly being intended primarily for single player, and them incorporating a lot of single player elements to it while shoehorning in the multiplayer component. Like, I don't understand why they didn't just make a simple 2.5D Sonic game, and I believe that was actually the original intention, but I can't remember his name, but the guy who was running the show at the time, the idiot behind Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic 06, he mandated that it needed to be a multiplayer game for some reason, though not really taken into account, that would be viable on the PSP, which was also his choice. Man, that guy's an idiot. You always say that, Eggman, but you never do. Yeah, and as I said earlier, the inclusion of Silver in this game was probably an 11th hour decision. When they first announced Sonic Rivals, I distinctly remember the promotional footage only showing Sonic, Knuckles, and Shadow, and then right before Sonic 06 came out, they started adding Silver to the mix. I'm not sure why they decided to do that. I guess they were really banking on Silver becoming a popular character, but as you guys probably know, that wasn't really the case, though Silver has really come into his own as a character in the modern landscape of the series, especially in the comic books. Game really does have a nice pace to it as well. I also really like those vault points. In racing games, something that's common is you often have to make snap decisions as you're moving really fast. And considering you're running on a 2D plane, it's a little hard to do that. But these vault points sort of do that because you need to decide if you want to go high or if you want a sudden burst of speed. So that's another good design aspect. I like it. Silver's getting ahead of me. Out of my way. Yeehaw! Really loving that soundtrack too. Really good music in this game. And with these characters vying for position, flying through the loops, leaving a trail behind them. I don't know why, but it always reminded me of that image in the Sonic CD. Damn it. In the Sonic CD inning cinematic where Sonic is racing with Metal Sonic. Hey, he might have me on this one. Maybe not. Let's see if I can get him. Come on. Ah, he got me. At that point, you know you're kind of screwed. That's insult to injury right there. Let's try that again. Need to be sure use items as much as possible because the computer player actually does a really good job keeping up with you. And there is some rubber banding at play too, so keep that in mind. I had to... see, there he's scrambling my controls. Man, he put that in a good spot. That's like Steffi with the banana peels. Haha! What on earth was happening there? Alright, I got a lead on him. Come on. I think I got him this time. Oh yeah, I definitely got him this time. You get a little indicator down there that lets you know your item has found your mark. Make it to the catapult, you basically win. Which I have. Victory for Jaker. Yeah, and there are cards you can collect throughout the game. It's probably a way to encourage replayability, but, you know, I don't have much desire to go back and collect all those cards. And that is another one of the issues with Sonic Rivals. once you've played through the story once, you've basically seen everything that the game has to offer. So there isn't much incentive to keep playing outside of playing as the other characters to get the full depth of the story. But the story isn't anything to write home about, so it's not really worth investing a whole lot of time into. It's also really ignoring the continuity as well, pre-established continuity, but, you know, Sonic Team was just kind of doing that at the time. Ah. Put your back into it, Chief! Come on. Gotta run on him. Darn it, Silver! You're your stupid scramble. Teach you to do that with me. Oh, no you don't. Almost lost it there. What is this line that's going down through here? Is that in the PSP version, or is that just an issue with the emulator? Jeez! Weird that they have him as a separate card. You know, what are you going to do with those cards, Sonic? Do you have a plan to get Tails and Amy out of them? Oh, shut up, Silver. And that is an ugly statue. That is one of the most Eggman things I have ever seen. Come on, Eggman, get down here. If I'm not mistaken, Eggman just killed Silver there. I guess, normally I would say, let's play everyone's favorite game. What was Eggman thinking? But I think we've established that he wasn't really thinking with this one. I mean, if he had any sense, he would just take a picture of Sonic, put the card through the shredder, and call it a day. Probably got time for one more race, and we gotta go to Sonic 2. Sonic Rivals 2.
Hey. What? What?
Hey, not cool, Silver.
Sonic. Hey. Let's do it.
Come on, Sonic, at least have a conversation with the man. Nice variety in locations, too. I like the roller coaster aesthetic here. Like, all the assets in the background, like, the graphics here are just really good. Hey! Not cool, Shadow, not cool. Yeah, stupid Jack in the Box. Watch out for the evil teddy bear. Haha, take that, Shadow. Diddle-loop, and pole. And your shoes are looking good. Whoa! Haha, almost got me. Yeah, that's good fun. There needs to be a sound effect when you cross the finish line, though. Kind of like how when you get to the end of the level in the old 2D games, you get that satisfying psh when you go past the spinner. He actually is a bit more humble in his speed, Sonic. He actually admits that you're faster, believe it or not.
You. What?
Now we're gonna race Metal Sonic, because why not? Ah! Crap. Get back here, you robotic bastard. Metal Sonic's power is that he can use the special ability of whoever he's racing, so he's got the speed boost too. Ah, man, that's irritating. It's like the blooper in Mario Kart. Ah! Crapola. Yeah! Ah! Are you little? So that's what it's like to be blown past. Come on, Sonic. Shoot the curl. Ah, he got hung up on a wall. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, he probably got me. Yeah, he got me at the last minute. Up yours, Metal. But anyway, that's Sonic Rivals. So while Sonic Rivals does have a lot of problems, it is lacking in content and replayability and all that stuff, and you're probably not going to be playing multiplayer with your friends in this anytime soon. But in concept, it is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun to race through levels. The graphics are good. Presentation overall is strong. There's strong production values here, and I see a lot of potential with it. So, yeah, I actually do really recommend this game. If you have a PSP, that is. This isn't something you should be running out just to purchase the console for. But anyway, why don't we go to the next game on our list tonight, and that would be Sonic Rivals 2. So this game was released a year after Sonic Rivals, and whereas I have experience with the first Sonic Rivals, I have actually never played Sonic Rivals 2 before. At least prior to doing this. I have played it earlier in the week. Whether or not it's good, better, or worse, I'll leave that up to you guys to decide. I'm sort of leaning towards worse, honestly. Oh man, is that where this song comes from? Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I didn't comment on the title screen, not much to comment on. I don't think it's as good as the first Sonic Rivals. I hate that music too, but whatever. So one thing Sonic Rivals 2 has going for it is that it has more characters to play as. So in the story mode, the characters are broken up into teams. So you have Sonic and Tails, Shadow and Metal Sonic, Silver and Espio, and Knuckles and Rouge. And you can play as these characters individually in alternate modes as well. And I gotta say, these teams are a little head-tilting to me. Like, Sonic and Tails, I mean, duh, that made sense, but Shadow and Metal Sonic, that's a really odd pairing to me. Knuckles and Rose sort of makes sense, because, you know, they spend a lot of time together, with Rose always trying to take the Master Emerald, so it made sense they would team up every once in a while, but why is Silver and Espio? I mean, like what I think it should have been, Sonic and Tails, Knuckles and Espio, Rouge and Shadow, because who else is Shadow going to work with? And for Silver, I would have replaced Espio with Blaze or someone, but whatever. Once again, going to be Sonic, because of course we are. I do like the map screen, though. That's neat.
Well, look who it is. Knuckles.
And there's voice acting, too.
You on a date or something?
Knock it off, Sonic.
Unfortunately, it's before it gets gas, so the delivery is kind of off.
What's it to you?
Well, the Master Emerald seems to be missing again, and...
Again!
That figures. What else is new, Knuckles? I need to talk to Eggman first, so I'll see you later.
Oh man, like, Sonic, I love you, but you can be such an asshole sometimes. It's no wonder Shadow wants to beat the shit out of you.
This'll be fun.
Boogity boogity boogity, boys, let's go racing!
Whoa. All right.
So concept is basically the same as Sonic Rivals, 2.5D platforming where you're racing against your buddies. I mean, nothing really to report there. Looks a little bit cleaner though, and I like that the first level isn't Green Hill Zone or whatever. I really do not like that music though. I am not a fan of this song. Would have preferred if it was just an instrumental. One change that they did make compared to the first game is how the items work. With the previous game, the items were, well, the items are still pretty much the same, but the special moves aren't items anymore. Instead, you have a meter you fill up, and once it's full, you can do the character's special ability, like in Sonic's case, the Sonic Boom. That's inconvenient. Anyone else thinking of that scene from Jackass where they rolled him down the hill in the tractor tires? Ugh, man, I hate this song so much. And like you have a spinning goal ring, would have killed you to put like a spinning sound effect to make it exciting that you cross the finish line. So far so good, not a major improvement, but not terrible either.
Hey, Sonic! How about a little one-on-one instead of this silly race?
Knuckles, don't tell me you're tired already.
What'd you say? I'll show you how tired I am.
I guess we got a one-on-one fight here.
This'll be fun.
Okay, is it just me or does it look like Sonic is doing the monkey? You know, the Johnny Bravo dance. Ah.
No contest.
And this is the main thing why I say Sonic Rivals 2 isn't as good as the first game. I'm not a big fan of these knockout battles. It just seems like it's too easy for the computer player to get hits in on you.
That was too easy.
See, it looks like I did the homing attack there first. Why is it he got the hit? And like in Sonic Adventure 2, if you were jumping as in rolled up into a ball and you tried to homing attack them, they would bounce off of you. But here, like, I don't know what determines whether or not you can get hit versus not being hit. It's very unclear. There we go.
How's that?
Someone named Kyle in the chats with I want to say it's a pink alligator? I don't know. Thanks for watching the stream, guy. Thanks for the comment.
No contest.
Come on.
How's that?
Just need to take them on one more time and I'll win. Come on!
That was too easy.
There we go. Eat it, Knuckles. Alright.
Hey, Rouge, what are you doing here?
Tails.
What do you think I'm doing? Looking for treasure, of course. Say, you wouldn't know where the doctor is, would you?
He's here on this island, and Sonic and I were just about to...
Tails.
Thanks, Tails. I'll be sure to tell the doctor that you're looking for him. See ya.
Hey, wait! You can't do that! If he knows we're looking for him, we'll never find him.
That's not true.
Wait! Wait!
Hey, it's a big mouth. He'll want you to find him.
I'll show you what I can do.
Ah, now that's more like it with the music.
No fair!
Keep up, kiddo.
Here I go!
Perfect.
Yeah, it is a little weird that Tails needs his gauge to be filled in order to use his ability to fly. You would think that would just be an ability he can use naturally.
Are you ready for this? What a slow poke.
Oh, shut up, Rouge.
Are you ready for
I'm
this?
gonna win! Yeah! Here I go!
It's not even that useful, really. Not like he goes any faster.
I did it! Here I go!
Are you ready for this?
Oh, this is gonna be close. Maybe not. She might have already beat me.
Keep up, kiddo. These boots
Oh,
are
Man.
I'll try harder next time.
Alright, let's give that another go. I feel like this Kyle guy is mocking me.
Keep up, kiddo. Perfect.
Here I go!
Are you ready for this? Keep up, kiddo. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Here I
Ah, man.
Here I go!
Ah. I gotta say, I don't think the levels flow as well as they do in the first Rivals game. Yeah, this Gal guy is messing with me.
Here I go! Oh, I'll try harder next time.
I'm doing my best, Tails. Why does it feel the need to save after every one?
I'll show you what I can do. I'm gonna win.
Hope so, Tails.
Keep up, kiddo.
Stop mocking me, Rouge. I keep forgetting to use items. Maybe that's the problem.
Are you ready for this?
Here it comes.
Hey! Keep up, kiddo.
I'm leading.
The window to use the vault points is very thin as well. It's easy to miss them. Essentially, I have to see him coming, but with the color choice for this level, it's really easy to not see him coming.
This. Are you ready for this?
Ah, crap.
Are you ready for this?
Ah, crap. There we go.
I really, really won.
Alright, I guess it's time for a boss now. Why would I want to be Tails? I want to be Sonic.
Isn't my favorite blue hedgehog. I heard you were looking for me.
That's right, Eggman. What have you done with the Chow?
Wait, were we trying to save some kidnapped Chow?
Why,
I wasn't paying
nothing, my
attention.
favorite hedgehog.
Don't play dumb with me. I know you kidnapped them, and I want to know what you're up to.
Yeah, play dumb. Sometimes he is just
To
dumb,
assume
Sonic.
that I know anything about these missing Chow. Sonic, why not discuss this with my new creation?
Well, because most of your robots
We've
don't
got
talk.
a bone to pick with you too.
This'll be fun.
Excuse me, Knuckles. This seems a little janky. Get out of my way, Knuckles. Damn it, Knuckles. There we go. And the Eggmobile, that's looking a little silly. They even got cards from
Looks like we lost Eggman's
the
trail,
Hedgehog.
and we're stuck in the middle of this forest.
Look, Sonic! Eggman dropped something. It looks like a page from a book. It says, "The All-Powerful Ifrit."
Tails, we haven't played that game yet.
Ifrit? What's up with Eggman reading stuff like this?
I'm with you, Sonic. I wonder if this has anything to do with the Chow.
I wonder if those two have any idea what they've just uncovered. Looks like Silver's following Sonic, so I'd better watch Tails.
Yeah, for those of you who don't remember, Ifrit was a boss in Sonic and the Secret Rings. Like, that is a really bizarre reference right there.
Huh? Someone's behind me.
Move aside, Sonic!
Not this asshole
Hey,
again.
Silver. Long time no see.
I said move aside!
Huh. You never change, do you? Guess I'll have to find Eggman before you do.
Ooh, I like the music here.
This'll be fun. Time to wrap this up. Check it out.
All right!
All right. Yes.
No problem!
Whoa.
I'll see you later!
Yeah.
Out of my way!
What the heck?
Psychic control!
Psychic control. There we go. Ah! Damn it, his stupid controls. Shoot the curve. Aw, come on, again? That's a terrible place for that to happen. Silver's definitely got me on this one. No way I'm gonna catch him.
All right.
Anyone else getting a Green Boris vibe from this?
Sonic. Boom. Gotta try harder.
Alright, let's try it again. Got time. Probably got time to give it one more shot.
Yeah, let's do this. Time to wrap this up.
Nah.
All right. All right.
All right.
Oh, that was close.
No escape.
Can't see.
Sonic. Boom. No way.
Out of my way, Silver.
Too slow. All right.
Psychic control.
Sonic. Boom.
Psychic control.
I hate when that happens.
Sweet.
You're going down.
All right. Sonic. Boom. Can't keep up.
There we go. I still got 4 minutes left. Maybe I'll go ahead and do the next act.
Not too bad, Silver. But I don't have time for games right now.
Neither do I, Sonic. Let's resolve this now.
Okay, bring it on.
Please don't say it's no use, Silver.
You'll never beat me.
Let's race.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
Unbelievable. Still the best.
I do like the boxing bell, though. That's fun.
Unbelievable. Can't keep up.
I'll see you later. Not a chance.
Harder.
Witness my power.
Shut up, Silver. No one likes you.
Later. Not a chance.
Too slow.
Later. I'll see you later. Later. Not a chance. Not a chance.
Take that!
Unbelievable. Still the best.
I'd say that'd be a good place to call it. So, Sonic Rivals 2. In a lot of respects, it is better than the first Rivals game. There's more variety in the content. There's more content, for that matter, in general. But at the same time, there's just something off about it. There's just something about the level design and the mechanics that, just don't have that same flow that the original Sonic Rivals had. But overall, it's not a bad game either. I definitely prefer the first game, but no, this one is still worth playing. But yeah, the Sonic Rivals Duology, a very underrated entry in the series. I like the concept, and I gotta believe this is where Sonic Team got the idea to, incorporate 2.5D elements in stuff like Sonic Unleashed and eventually Colors and Generations. Because it does work really well for Sonic. It's a good way to get the platforming in there while still maintaining that speed. So, yeah, if you're a fan of Sonic, you got PSP, I do highly recommend checking out these games because they are a lot better than I think people give them credit for. But that's going to do it for tonight, guys. If you enjoyed tonight's content, please be sure to like and subscribe. I do this videos every Saturday at 8 o'clock. And what I do is I take a video game and I play for an hour and just talk about the design, the gameplay, all that stuff because, I'm passionate about this stuff and I really enjoy talking about it. What I do not do is play games from start to finish because I feel like you're missing something if you don't play the games yourself. The purpose of the Game Reserve is to encourage people to give the games I play a shot rather than just sit and watch me play them from start to finish. But no disrespect to anyone who chooses to play video games in that manner. But if there's a game you'll like me to cover in this format, please leave it in the comments and I will take a look at it. That's what I got for you tonight. I hope you all have a good work week, and I'll see you next time.